I think it was America said, "Hey, you want us to pull you out of there?" And he's like, "No, I have to
Yeah.
stay. I have to stay for my people." And have you heard about the Ukraine-Russian situation? Oh
I
man,
literally,
let's talk the geopolitics.
I no. So when that happened, I was already on Twitter scrolling, ready for bed, and then it hit, and I stayed up for almost 2 full days just keeping up with it. There was a live
Wow.
chat. I shared it actually on Twitter. There was a live chat going on, and these people were getting live updates from just a renounding amount of resources. It was fucking insane. And I'm sitting here, and like the news outlets are like 45 minutes behind these people. They're like, hey, this is what's happening right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I stayed. I was like glued, and I'm sitting here thinking, I really honestly was just in awe, just generally in awe.
Yeah,
It,
man.
I can't fucking
It's
understand.
yeah.
Oh my
Um
god! But the people, what's pissing me off about the whole situation
mm,
isn't because Russians and Ukrainians are against the war. Like the general populace of Russia is against the war. There's been huge protests
yeah.
already over in Russia. They're getting arrested. People are getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
But how Americans are reacting. I
Um
I literally saw I had to delete this person the other day. I'm not going to mention names, but they posted like, "Oh, look, Russia's attacking Ukraine. Why is this our problem?" I genuinely was like, "Okay, are they like purposely poking here to like get a rise?" So I was like, "Hey, is this on purpose?" Like, "No, who cares? It's not us." And I was like, "What?"
like, do you have any sort of
Like,
empathy? You know, like
fuck
um
empathy. Do they have
and
any under they obviously had no understanding what the ramifications of what's happening is,
yeah,
because
it's going to affect us too.
it's
Um
already affecting us,
yeah.
because right now like I don't know if you know anything about NATO or like Article 4, Article 5.
I know that I know a little bit.
Okay.
But I
So
can't say that I know all that much.
all right, so Article 4 essentially states that any person or in any country or political leader that's a part of NATO can say Article 4. Like Turkey did Article 4 like 4 times. Article 4 is pretty much stating uh, demanding a meeting. Anyone can do this. You don't need like a certain amount of countries to vote on it, but it's an emergency meeting to go over uh, defense tactics because they feel like their country's in danger. Well, enough Article 4s. This is the most Article 4s ever fucking called all at once. And with us deploying NATO and NATO being over there, if a stray bullet, like quite literally, no joke, if a soldier from NATO is injured, a stray bullet, anything happens that crosses that Ukrainian border over to the west side, it's unanimous war. Every ally. So this is where Article 5 comes in. If one person, a part of NATO, has been attacked, it is a declaration of war. So quite literally, if a stray fucking shell crosses the border and kills even a single soldier or even injures that soldier, it is considered war against all allies. Essentially, that means instant world war.
Yeah.
Instant. Like
So
literally instant.
has all the conflict just been in like between
Ukraine.
Russia and Ukraine for the most part?
Well, other than Russia used Belarus, Belarus has been a Russian what puppet state. Belarus is a Russian puppet state.
Are they the ones that declared like independence and said like, "Hey, Russia, come in, like we need you" or something?
Can't remember, but either way,
Yeah, I
Belarus
heard
is
that like Russia is justifying that their invasion because a part of Ukraine declared independence or something.
no, they're
And that's
yeah.
like That's
part
like
of
if
it.
like New Mexico or Texas declared
False
independence
flag.
and tried to join Mexico.
Yeah,
It's
it's
yeah,
false flag. And
yeah,
Russia made that narrative. And if you go to the
yeah,
Russian
yeah,
website, they're posting so much fucking propaganda about
yeah.
how this war is justified and how
Mhm.
Ukrainian is refusing to speak peace. And
Right.
this is the part that really gets me. There's people here in America, specifically Trump fucks, who think one, this war wouldn't happen if Trump was president, which are you fucking stupid? Because the first 3 seconds after the war broke out, Trump, you can look it up. There's a video of Trump quoting this shit. He goes, "Oh, Putin's a genius for doing this invasion." Like he's commending Putin for it. And
Yeah,
then
they're both. Yeah,
and it's
imperialist swine.
yeah, and then it's just astounding how many of them are like, well, we knew it was coming, and it's like, but we're trying to stay out of it. Like they're like, we can just do this and bomb them, and it's like, do you realize Russia, one of the other big super countries, if we pick a fight with Russia, it is another cold/world war. We're avoiding this at all costs.
Well, I heard, and I don't know if when or if this is coming into fruition, but Biden said like him and a bunch of other countries are cutting off trade with Russia.
Yeah, no, they already
Um,
did. They already did
yeah.
the cut.
So that I mean,
It was an emergency meeting that night, and the morning of.
hey man,
Like,
hit him where it hurts the most. Get him in his wallet.
yeah, and then there's people like posting shit like, oh, Sleepy Joe at it again, and it's just like Joe had nothing to do with this. He was literally probably about to go to fucking bed when, hey, by the way, Russia fucking decided to actually invade Ukraine, and it's just like great. And if you watch the video of Putin talking, it looks like it was recorded in the same day. He's wearing the same suit and tie and same room, same everything.
Yeah.
But like it's a genuine consensus that Putin already was like, okay, we're not going to invade, and then 5 seconds later was like, all right, action, we're invading, do not fuck with us, we're blah
Didn't
blah
he
blah
say
blah.
he was like? Didn't he say he was going to do it?
Yeah,
I thought.
he
Yeah.
he said he wasn't going to do it.
Oh, I thought he said he was going to do it.
No, he kept repeating himself that he wasn't going to do it. And Ukraine, we prepared.
Putin really likes to lie. Like
Yeah.
he'll just lie just because. Kind of like Trump. They'll just lie. Those guys, they'll just lie just because. It's like fun for them or something.
It's just
get off on
astounding. It's truly an astounding time because I know Putin. Well, okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but
You know Putin personally? Like
No.
you've had a beer with him?
no, so like no,
Dumb
'cause-
joke, I know.
Russia has a term limit.
For their presidency?
Yes, and it hasn't been, and they haven't been. So, this is Putin's last term, technically.
Really?
Term.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, yeah, but
Do you know what the term system's like? Because hasn't he been president for a long time?
he's been president since like 2000. We looked it up yesterday. I think it was 2012. No, 2014.
It seems like way longer.
Putin came to power in. Oh, my bad. No, that's right. May 7th, 7th of May 2000. He was inaugurated. And then on March 4th,
wow, so he's been president for over 20 years, huh?
Russian presidential election in the first round in 2012.
When do they elect a new president?
New president. 2024.
2024. So every how many years? When is there a new election? Like, is it, we have one every 4 years. We have 4-year terms, and they can serve 2 terms.
Let's see here. So, Okay, so if no candidate receives more than half the vote, a second round. In 2020, Putin made a constitutional reform that allows him to run again for president, even though despite the 2-term law.
How much is each term? So he made like a new law that let him be president for longer. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're 8 years.
Wow. And so you can be president for 16 years.
6 years, renewable once.
Okay, so 12 years. And he's been president for 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, that's not corrupt or anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I know, like, there's a lot, Russian protests going on right now. Like, they don't want this war. Ukrainians obviously don't want them there. Like, they're invading their country.
There was a leaked
can we talk
video.
about well, sorry, go on.
There was a leaked video about protests in Russia, and like I wish I could fucking find this video again. I shared the video and then it got removed. But there's protesters walking in the street of Russia, and you can hear them chanting. It's, you know, stop this war. We stand with Ukraine. There's people running around with blue and yellow flags. And you start hearing just fucking pop, 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 pop. And then the guy with the video got mowed down. Just straight up.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't like 12 people. It was like thousands of people. And I'm just like, holy shit.
Just open fire on the crowd.
Just literally, yeah. No fucks. Like Russia right now is having their own major fucking issue with this. And a lot of people now, like the COVID thing where people are going after Chinese people and Asians. Now they're going after Russians. And of course it's fucking, you know, Trump tards. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important to make to distinguish between the Russian people and like the Russian government. Like, yeah, because Russian people are, you know, they're people. They want their rights, their freedoms. They have a voice, and they want to be heard.
Free pussy riot.
Free pussy riot. Take those panties off.
God damn it.
Right. Oh, you know, we should talk about Zelensky. You know, President Zelensky.
Yep.
This motherfucker. I think it was America said, "Hey, you want us to pull you out of there?" And he's like, "No, I have to stay. I have to stay for my people." And like,
he's
literally we're at war right now. If you want to help, send me some bullets, okay? Yeah. Send me guns. And it's just, and he's doing like video blogs and updates outside.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "What up? Back for another day, y'all. Here at war. Don't worry. Soon we'll get that Putin head, and it'll go on my wall, and I'll show you guys my trophy, and maybe you'll give it away when I hit 1 million subscribers."
That's the thing, man. It's not even like, it's like not even about that. You know, it's not like he's like it's
uplifting. It's uplifting to see a president or a figurehead be a leader, not a boss, but a leader out there in the middle of the war with the public.
And like this war effort, it's explicitly anti-war. You know, it's not vitriolic. They don't want to go after Russians and invade Russia. Like it's not about superiority. They just want to live in peace, and they just want them out of there.
Oh
it's,
my, yeah.
It's refreshing.
Did you see there's a post about the island, the Ukrainian border patrol?
I have the video right here.
Okay, so like, do you know what they said?
I do.
They told the Russian warship to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, it's great. Hold on.
And then there was a Ukrainian Marine that fucking took out a bridge by himself to slow down.
Yeah. I have an article pulled up about that. Yeah, that guy. That's like some war movie. Like that's some Let's
For
say, yeah,
real.
war movie shit. That's
In
action
20
movie.
in 20 years, there'll probably be a fucking documentary on it. And that's
Dude,
exactly.
I don't doubt that we're gonna have some fucking some full on um movies about this shit.
By the
I
way, did
got
you see the Pokemon trailer today?
I did, and I have a link pulled up. I thought
Okay.
we could watch
I,
it
I,
together.
I watched it.
Okay. Oh, well, we could still talk about it. All right. I
We can
sent you
watch
the
the
video.
last part because that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. I sent you the video of the Ukrainian.
Yeah, no, I've been like glued to the I it kind of makes me upset because I feel helpless. Like
I
that's
think the
some
best thing we can do is like talk about it.
just
Um,
but there's so much
that's
fake news going on around it, and Russia
yeah.
is trying
It's
like
tough. It's
Russia
tough.
literally has done the exact same tactic they did during the election where they have a bunch of fucking accounts just spreading misinformation.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Uh
ready?
the Guardian,
Yeah.
god damn it. Dude, seriously. These fucking people, like,
Dude, they're
what
so
a way to go
badass.
out. Like, what a
Yeah.
fucking way to go out. They're like, we're
Yeah.
gonna die. Do I tell them to do it? Yeah. Go fuck yourselves.
For all those who may not, if you somehow don't know about this, we're just gonna play the video for you. It's pretty dope.
And I'm not making fun of the Ukrainians or anything like that. They're honestly going through a hard time, but making
Yeah.
a little lighthearted of the situation is a copium mechanism
Oh,
for
of
a lot of
course.
people. Like even did you see the tweet post from the
Dude, they
official
have
the
they have a
official
sense of humor about this, man. Like their morale is really high. They're like,
see the Ukrainian Twitter account?
no.
Did you see that they post? Okay, so the official Ukrainian government Twitter account posted a fucking war propaganda meme of Hitler patting Putin. Like,
Yeah, they both
yeah,
suck.
I'm gonna share this.
You know,
too.
apparently, well, that's one of the reasons why Putin wanted to invade Ukraine is to get the to get the oh yeah, that's funny. To get to fight Nazism.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even though Putin's the fucking Nazi,
Yeah, he's pretty fashy. Imperial, trying to take.
doesn't allow against gay people rights.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You don't give two shits. Ugh. Yeah, you want to watch that video?
Oh yeah, I was just checking because the fucking Twitter account's just going
Dope.
nuts.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Snake Island, I am a Russian warship. I suggest you lay down your arms and surrender. Otherwise, you will be hit.
Encapsulate. So that the word they use there
You
actually
copy.
means encapsulate. So like incarcerate yourself in an area.
Well, this is it. Should I tell him to go fuck himself? Just in case. Russian warship, go fuck yourself.
Seriously, that's just in
Dude,
case.
man,
Like just
balls
fucking...
of steel.
Fuck balls of steel. That's just
Man of steel.
like for real. Like people I don't I think I think people who are unaware of how serious this is are the people saying like, America, we're not helping, we're not doing anything. And it's like we're trying not to start a world war. That's the whole point of this right now.
Yeah.
Like Russia wants everybody to start a war. He wants that. It's an excuse for him to retain power longer. It's an excuse for Kim Jong-un and China to work with Putin. It's an excuse to continue this ridiculousness. So
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers.
And right now Taiwan, I don't know if you know anything about Taiwan, but they're a process, they're the primary manufacturers for super AI chips, essentially. So like in self-learning, like all like supercomputer shit, that's where all of that's produced. So like specifically like what our military uses for rocket guiding systems. So whoever owns Taiwan technically owns everybody. Same thing with China. So that's why Taiwan is getting so closely looked at right now.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's always something else going on.
Yep.